Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 40 of Your Take, My Take by John and Jacob. I'm John.
I'm Jacob.
And today we wanted to come back and apologize for our terrible Sweet 16 picks and give you our take and our picks for the upcoming Elite Eight. Hopefully we'll do a little better. But one caveat that we do have is that from the very beginning of this tournament, we said this tournament's wide open. There hasn't been one dominant team throughout the whole season of college basketball. And so these surprise, upsets and these things, it was predictable. And so I do want to apologize for our poor showing. I'm a little embarrassed, but at least our takes are pretty accurate in how possibly these teams were going to lose. But now we're going to give you our Elite Eight picks. Like we always do, we're going to start with a coin flip. Jacob.
Heads.
Zeds. Who do you want to go first?
You go first.
All right. We're going to go to the Midwest. The West. And so it's number 4 Arkansas versus number 2 Duke. I hate going against Arkansas because I think Arkansas is playing good ball, but it wouldn't surprise me if the NCAA has some kind of secret handshake with Coach K. So I have Duke winning this game and going to the Final Four. I think Duke is more skilled, and Arkansas likes to put pressure on the ball. I think Jeremy Roach, their point guard for Duke, is playing out of his mind. He's playing very well. Duke has a lot of weapons, as you can see, and I think they're going to win this one. I think it'll be a good game, but I think Duke will pull this one out.
Mm-hmm. I have Arkansas winning this game. Every game besides the first game that Duke has played has been close and has come down to the final minutes. Arkansas is playing out of their mind. They beat a good team in Gonzaga, which I thought was the best team in the tournament. They're really hot right now. I think their confidence is up. I like the basketball game they play of just rushing the ball and forcing turnovers, and their whole game plan is fast breaks. And I think that this team's really hard to compete with, and I think that Arkansas will always be in the game from the type of game they play.
All right, let's go to the East.
The East, North Carolina versus St. Peter's. I don't want to go against St. Peter's because of the Cinderella story, but I'm going to go with North Carolina. They beat Baylor and they beat UCLA. I had both teams really high in my bracket. I think that they're probably the best team right now, and they just have a really good, solid team all around.
Well, go Peacocks. So I have St. Peter's winning this game. I can't go against them. Every time I do it, they come out and they play different variations of basketball. I think their coach is a very good coach. I remember him playing as a player for Seton Hall, and he was good then. But the fact that what I like about them is that the moment's not too big for them, and they're still playing with house money. These are the two hottest teams in the tournament in terms of North Carolina playing well before the coming tournament, and now St. Peter's playing well during their whole run. And so I have St. Peter's winning. I think they're the best story in college basketball, so I hope they win. And I have St. Peter's winning this in a close game. What we have seen is St. Peter's can win close games. And so I hope they can win this. I think it's a great storyline that to see a 15 seed go to the Final Four. And like I said, they're the first 15 seed to ever go to the Elite Eight. And so I hope this run continues, and I'm rooting for the St. Peter's. All right, we're going to the South region now. We'll have Houston versus Villanova. This is going to be a good game. Houston's impressed me. I love their style of play. They're kind of like Arkansas. They pressure you. They never take their feet off the gas in both offense and defense. But I have Villanova winning this game. I think Villanova is going to has enough athletes. They have a good point guard in Gillespie. I think Gillespie is going to be able to handle the pressure and to be able to control the tempo of the game and turn it back over to not letting Houston completely control the tempo. Another thing, Villanova has a lot of good athletes. They have similar athletes as Houston. They have guys who are 6'4" to 6'8" that can protect the rim and also get rebounds from all different type of positions. And so I have Villanova winning. I think Villanova they're a better coach team. I like both coaches. I like Sampson and Wright. I think Jay Wright's a better coach. So I have Villanova winning this game. And they have been there before, and they have done really well in the tournament. I think they're going to win it.
Mm-hmm. I have Houston winning this game.
Wow.
They dominated, and when I mean dominated, they dominated Arizona. Arizona never even looked like they had a chance against Houston. Houston's playing unbelievable. I think they're a better version of Arkansas. I don't like this Villanova team as much. I think their point guard, at the end of the game, he got his right knee re-injured, and that was the knee he badly injured. So he might be playing, but he might not be 100%. And even though he's a great point guard, a great point guard can't always control the game of a double team, and that's what they do. They double team the ball handler, and he's going to make some mistakes. This team is all right at shooting.
Villanova is a good shooting team.
They played all right. They played decent against Michigan, which Michigan wasn't really a great team. And I think that this Houston team is going to give a lot of headaches for Villanova because of just how fast-paced this team is.
Villanova shut down Michigan. Michigan didn't even score 60 points. And Michigan
It was a close game.
And Michigan had probably one of the more dominant big men in the tournament, and they put 6, 7, 6, 8 guys on him and completely shut them down.
It was a close game, though.
It was, but Villanova is a very disciplined team, and I think what you'll see is the way you beat a team like an Arkansas or Houston that just continually presses is to be able to have ball handlers and athletes to dictate their own tempo against that kind of pressure, and I think Villanova has that. And so that's why I have Villanova winning, is I think they have enough athletes and ball handlers to not succumb to the constant pressure that they're going to face.
Yeah, we've been saying that, though, since Illinois, and that hasn't happened. So.
Yeah, but if you look at Illinois, they're still like a traditional big man.
And Arizona?
Team. Arizona, same thing. Arizona's point guard, they don't have a point guard. Arizona's best player is a swingman who's 6'6", and they're a big guy down low. That doesn't translate into dictating the tempo of the game when they can't bring up the ball. Villanova has a bunch of ball handlers and a bunch of athletes that can do it.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, so far we're completely opposite. We'll see who's better in the next video, but so far you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, well, who's the last one?
Next
Midwest.
one, the Midwest. This is the only Final Four team that I still have, Kansas versus Miami. Miami's playing really well. I do think this game is actually going to be really close, but I think Kansas will win just because they are more athletic and they've been just playing really well, and they've been shooting really well as well.
So this is the only one we're going to agree on. I think it's going to be a slugfest. I think can be an ugly game where both defenses are going to play well. It's got to be probably like the Kansas Providence game where neither team shot. They shot below 35%. But the problem is I think Kansas is more well-rounded in terms of they have traditional bigs, they have big wings, and they have abilities. They have Remy Martin's playing really well. They have multiple ball handlers, and so I think Kansas is slightly better in terms of their overall talent and depth. And so I have Kansas winning this game. I think it's going to be a slugfest. I don't know who's going to... Like I said, it's going to be a low-scoring game, but at the end, I think Kansas is too talented to lose to Miami. Miami's a bunch of scrappers too. They're just not as good offensively as Arkansas and Houston, but defensively, they're up there with anybody in the country. So there we have it. There is our pick for the Elite Eight. Again, we apologize for the Sweet 16 picks. It was tough. It's been a tough.
All upsets.
It's been a tough NCAA tournament, probably the toughest one since I started doing brackets, and so we apologize for that, but I love it. I love upsets. I love good games, and that's all it's been is been upsets and good games and close games, and I think people have enjoyed it, and even though the bracket's blown up, it's still fun to see these type of games being played out. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's been a really fun year to watch it. Every game's close. Every game's coming down to the last 2 minutes, and that's just very fun to watch.
And as a basketball fan, you gotta love that. So go Peacocks, go St. Pete. I'm on your train now, and I hope you guys do pull it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode 40 of Your Take, My Take by John and Jacob. I'm John.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you later.